Comment: the striker was on target from the penalty spot for England but once again put in a poor performance, even against extremely limited opposition. Suspended from domestic football for the duration of October because of the red card he picked up against West Ham, Wayne Rooney would be expected to take advantage of the playing time afforded to him on international duty in England's Euro 2016 qualifiers against San Marino and Estonia. However, while the striker was on the scoresheet in Thursday's 5-0 hammering of the former at Wembley, he was worryingly poor in a match which was hardly his, or his country's, toughest test. Rooney's is a strange situation. Captain for both club and country, there are plenty who would argue both Manchester United and England could do better without him. Louis van Gaal made him full-time United skipper this summer and intended to play him as a striker. Since then, though, he has said he is not pleased with his work as a centre-forward, and moved him into a deeper role. Thanks to the kick at Stuart Downing, the previously ousted Juan Mata now has the chance to make himself first choice in that number 10 position at Old Trafford. With Robin van Persie and Radamel Falcao up front, these are indeed uncertain times for Rooney at Old Trafford, even after a decade of service in which he has scored 219 goals, just 30 short of matching Sir Bobby Charlton's all-time record. There are similar question marks over him at national team level, even if he is also closing in on Charlton's England haul. The first half penalty against San Marino put him within 7 strikes of the 1966 World Cup winner but, like his teammates, he hardly shone during the first half against one of the world's worst international sides. He may have driven a penalty kick home with aplomb to get himself on the score sheet, but in open play in the first 45 minutes he was bogged down by San Marino's massed ranks, who congregated across the width of the 18-yard box to stop Roy Hodgson's side getting through. For the first half it worked for them. But for a slip from goalkeeper Aldo Samasiai for Danny Welbeck's opener and Andy Selva kicking Rooney in the head for the penalty, a narrow England had created little. Unlike his teammates, though, Rooney didn't get much better after the break. He popped up all over the attacking third trying to carve out opportunities, but in the main struggled to break through without options out wide. An indirect free kick straight at the keeper, a failed through ball and an aimless and fruitless dribble summed up his contribution from open play. Rooney often leads by example, but he was off his game. As the goals flew in for his teammates after half-time, he could not find a way past Samasiai for a second time. The goalkeeper came out on top in 2 one-on-ones, and was equal to a couple of headers, as Rooney's night became increasingly frustrating. There was no joy on his face when his cross was deflected in for 5-0. For most of Hodgson's players, the game became increasingly enjoyable, with long-range efforts flying in from all angles. For Rooney, you could sense his frustration grow as shot after shot failed to find the back of the net. Rooney, ever the enigma, could quite justifiably argue he has nothing to prove at this stage of his career anyway, but this was yet another poor night and Van Gaal and Hodgson will feel differently if he is to remain a crucial player for club and country, let alone captain. Van Gaal will soon face a choice between Van Persie, his captain for the Netherlands, Rooney, his club captain, Falcao, one of the star summer arrivals, and Mata, the second most costly player in United history. His best chance seems to be of usurping Van Persie, who has played worse than Rooney this season, but the Dutchman has another 2 games to hit his straps and prove himself. Many, though, fear Rooney will get back in because he is captain. Rooney, thanks to his 2 very public flirtations with leaving United, is a player who increasingly divides opinion at Old Trafford. The decision to drop Mata to accommodate him as a number 10 against Leicester City, a week after Mata had played well, put some noses out of joint and made many wonder if the England striker was undroppable because of his captain's status. But at the moment he is hardly setting the world alight, and it remains to be seen exactly what his role will be when he is available for selection again. After Sunday's game against Estonia he won't be back in match action for 3 weeks. Having famously struggled throughout his career to maintain peak fitness when out of the lineup, a return to Van Gaal's 11 for the Manchester derby is no certainty. If he is thrown straight back in, the spotlight will be on him once again. Having signed that €363,000 per week contract in February, and with United now boasting some of the top attacking talents in the world, he really is in the position where he has to prove his worth all over again.